All right, the fan favorite, the people's champion, Gary Martin's here. Got a good PB in the 3K at BU. Walk us through the race. How'd it go?
Yeah, I mean, I knew we were 4:04 was the pace. I didn't know how that was going to feel in my head. It sounded really fast, but I was pleasantly surprised. I came through 2K feeling like pretty good and right on pace. And I mean, I was in fourth, and I was kind of thinking if I could just hold it, guys are hopefully going to come back to me, and I can have a little bit of a close. But just insane field. Guys took off, and I mean, last 2 laps I didn't quite have the legs, but obviously, really good race. Pretty happy with it. And definitely a lot to work on.
How did you transition from NCAA cross into resetting for this race?
It's really hard because there's not much time. So training-wise, there's not even much of a transition. It's just recovering and then getting ready. But I mean, mindset-wise, I had done some 3K pace stuff like early in the season, or not early in the season, but during the cross season. So I knew I had touched it a little bit, and I just kind of had to run some 200s, get a feel for the pace, and just get in my head that I can run it.
There have been obviously like a lot of highs and lows this year for you. How do you feel about 2024 as an overall season?
It was a really good year. I mean, I think my indoor and outdoor experiences at NCAAs were underwhelming and definitely 2 of my lows, but to bounce back and have a performance across country I was really proud of is really good momentum, and I feel like I'm ready for a breakthrough this track season. You know, my last 2 races, I think this was a big step, cross country was a big step, so I'm ready for a big one.
Are you hanging on to the mile, or is there some rumors of a moving up in distance?
We'll see. I will be running the mile, but I wouldn't mind try out a couple distances. Hopefully run an 800, maybe run 3K, 5K again, and we'll see.
How are you going to celebrate now that you're done for the year?
Gotta go. First I'm going to try not to throw off on my cool down, and then going to get some food, maybe a burger, Mexican, something greasy, and then just enjoy like taking a few days off and really like reflect on the season and just be proud of what I did.
There was a moment in that race, it looked like you were in fourth, going around, it looked like he had boxed you out a little bit on the corner. You know, obviously friendly tactics, right?
Yeah.
But in a race like that, how do you respond again mentally to try to go back at him?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't even remember getting boxed out because I think in my head, obviously I'm focusing on the guys in front of me, but I'm just trying to listen to how I feel, and I think it was at that point, like if I remember correctly, it was like 2K in, and I was feeling pretty good. So my mindset at that point is just make sure I'm staying in touch, and if I feel any gap kind of form, just try to work up and get as close to the leaders as I can.
Gary, how do you celebrate an achievement like this when, you know, your goal coming in was to get that record and you execute, but then there's also 3 incredible athletes who do the same?
Cool. Sorry. I think I'll look back on the race and I'll be super proud. And I think my goal was collegiate record 7:35. I ran 7:36.09. I think in my mind, I would have thought that would have won, so that would have been nice. And obviously, I'm not going to be fully satisfied because I didn't win, but you know, I'm going to see that there's guys ahead of me who I want to beat, and I'm going to use that for motivation to get back to work. But I'm going to look at the times I ran, I'm going to look at my cross-country finish and just where I'm at, and I know I'm really fit, and there's a lot to work with, so I think it's going to be a really fun year.
I know you guys speak a lot about this, obviously now you're in the conversation in NCAA 3K. Do you think we could see kind of a rematch between the 4 guys that we just saw?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't want to make any promises to NCAAs. I don't know what I'm going to run yet, but I definitely want to run the 3K again. I think I've only run 2 in college, or well, I guess 3 with ACCs, but I've had a lot of fun at all of them, and you know, I think I'm really getting like a little bit of a knack for the distance. So I think I'll run it again indoors.
Thanks so much, man. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you.